My name is Dimple Patel and I live in Mumbai, India. My story is quite bizarre and I am absolutely amazed that I got this great gift of the Return to Love frequencies. My story is quite amazing actually, how I even found them. And but the most important thing is that they came to my life at a time where I was completely down and out. And having read Thrity's book, when she says that, she shouted out saying, I need help, that's exactly how I felt. I had been feeling that for a while, and I just didn't know how to cope anymore. But I'm a very strong person, and I knew somewhere that there would be an answer, there would be some help. And voila, I'm sitting here with a smile on my face because of these great, amazing tools that have come into my life. My personal story is quite tragic. I went from a very beautiful, happily married situation to having lost a husband 7 years ago to cancer at the young age of 42, being left with 2 children, and literally having the ground removed from my feet and almost falling into a deep hole from which it is impossible to recover. The hole was so deep, in fact, that I don't think I even understood the depth of it. I had 2 children who were completely emotionally disturbed. A 16-year-old who was probably gone off track and into substance abuse and not knowing what to do with himself. I had another child who had developed a very strong illness, which is still a challenge and quite uncurable. And my own financial situation was zero. Anyway, it's been a struggle for the last 6 years. I am basically quite a spiritual person, come from a good family, had loving support of the family members, had the support of spirituality to keep me going, and being somebody who is very patient and strong myself, thought that I would pull through this. But as every year went by, I found it more and more difficult to pull through, in spite of doing all the right things. What is it? It used to make me feel, why do people that are good people, who want to do the right thing, are made to suffer more and more? Why is this? Anyway, we don't have all the answers. We blame it on past life karmas, we blame it on many other circumstances, the blame game continues with blaming other people in your lives, whatever. Finally, I met Vijaya Venkat, who I've known for the last 25 years, and I just seemed to tell her my story, and she handed me a cassette and said, take this, and I came back home. I had no clue what this cassette was about. As soon as I saw the DVD, the same night, it was 2 a.m. at night, and I freaked out. I couldn't believe the kind of information I was being told about the SRTLFs, about the Illuminator, and all that, it was bizarre, it was unbelievable. Finally, I had the courage to email Thrity and say, I need to talk to you. The next day I got a call from Thrity. We spoke for an hour, and she sounded like somebody who was so cool, and just having a laugh and taking everything so lightly, and what's the big deal? You'll get over it, kid, relax. And then started the joyride. I said, I want the RTLS right now. And believe it or not, I'm thinking she's in London, it's going to take a few days, how am I going to get it? I had to literally walk out of my door, and her sister's house was just in the next street, and I had the RTLS in my hand like magic within an hour. That was a real joke. I guess that's the cosmic joker playing the game. Finally, I brought the RTLS home, I started using them, and it was great fun. It was fun to start off with, because somewhere in my subconscious, even if I didn't know whether these are going to work or not, but I had a feeling that I've got something that is going to help me. And slowly I saw the magic unfold. Sure, they did help me. Little worries, the kid hasn't eaten right, that hasn't gone to school, he has a cold, put on the RTLS, and voila, the next day everything was fine. Bigger worries, another kid very far away, can't control the situation. If I heard some panic situation with him, I put the RTLFs, and that was solved. This was getting to be so much fun. At the same time, it made me, want to understand this deeper, and I luckily found out that Thrity is coming to India, and got to meet her, read the book, and it's all wonderful. There is such a great sense of peace, of assurance, of calmness, detachment from fear that has happened ever since this happened. And I don't think it's something that has just happened because it's my mind. I can feel it. I can feel the energy field. I can see the clearance. I feel like a stronger person. I feel like a happier person. I feel more confident. And I just think that yes, this is here, and this is going to make me bring out the best in my life, whatever it is. I don't think we need to expect miracles and be judgmental about what we want or what we need. I think the universe understands it, and if we have that attitude, I think we're just going to have so much fun in our lives. I'm very grateful to the universe. I'm very grateful to Thrity. I think it's been the biggest honor in my life having met a person like her. And I just hope and wish every one of us soon on this planet can have this tool to make our lives happier. We all need a smile on our face. We all need our hearts to be free from worry and anxiety. And this is it. This is beautiful. This is magical. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
What happened between you and your son when he used to be before and after? That was very interesting for me to hear.
I have a 22-year-old son who is, I won't say a typical young man of today, but is a hard child to understand. He has had his own emotional traumas, and is a very angry boy, very frustrated, at the same time somebody who is very brilliantly talented and a beautiful child. When this boy was born, he was so amazingly coherent that I couldn't understand where the incoherence had come into his life. At 16, after his father's death, not only had he gotten into all kinds of trouble, but he was very angry and dark. The only bond in his life, or the strong person that he really cares for in his life, is his mother. And even there I saw total incoherence. There was bad language, there was abuse, there was a lot of sad things going on. After having the frequencies and putting it on his picture, because he is not with me, I have seen a marked difference in his behavior. There has been the words change, his attitude changed. There was a lot of breakdown of all the harshness and the darkness and the anger. And in fact, I randomly, in the first week of putting the frequencies, at 4 o'clock in the night, got a text message on my phone saying, "I love you, Mom," which had never happened before. It was abuse, and nothing but abuse, and blame. That was the most amazing thing for me. How could this change have happened when I haven't even communicated with my son? This is pure magic. Pure magic.